Okay, Ajit has understood. Uh, okay, let's go to let me open. Okay, I will keep this open so initially we can practice for the one. Okay, 2D array. Let me open this one. System is a little bit slow. Okay, wait for it. Okay, let me take a new file. Okay, simple array. This will be simple array dot c. Okay, this is about simple array. And let me this on here simple array. We just initialize. We just declared. Suppose this was. I want to talk about the character arrays also actually, because you have seen only single array. Now we are taking another kind of array. It's float. Okay, float. So write the data type and just like variable, write a name, and those kind of names are valid, which are valid for variable. Like I'm talking about naming rules. Okay, it is also tense sensitive. I can say real values. Real values are in points. Okay, so variable name is real values. It will have four real values. So that means I can give four elements which will start from zero. So zero position will be 2.4, 7.5, 9.2. It can be anything. Suppose 23.59. Okay. So this variable is having, it's a kind of float array which is having four values. In here we can write a number of values and then we can assign. Okay, that much index you will get. And you want to access something directly, you can say printf the value is here. It's float data type, so percentage f will come. Don't put the. Okay, so I can direct simply say real. Why suggestions are not coming? Okay, if suggestions are not coming sometimes, just close your file and open again, then it will come. Okay, real values. In variable, I was like writing like this, but in array, you have multiple values. Don't write like this. Otherwise, let's see what you will get in the output. Okay, so here it is giving error. Okay, so it wants the value position. So it should be like real value 0, 1, 2, 3, anything. Okay. Whenever you are calling an array or accessing a value, you can't access just writing names. You have to write position also in this square bracket. So I can write real values 1. Now this is the correct way. We will get something, some line. So here you can say we got 7.5. Okay, 7.5. If I want to see it, so what is the last? What should I write in the position? What should I write here so I can see 23.59? Who can tell me what should I write here so I can see that 23.59 in the output? Anyone who just understood which position should I write here so I can see the last value? 3. Okay. Komal has shared something. Okay, Komal, I'm just seeing. Can you please, Komal, can you please share again to everyone? Okay, yes, 3. 3 is the right answer, guys, because this is real value 0. This is 1. This is position 2. This is position 3. So if I write here 3, I can see this into output screen. See here, 23.59. Okay. So you guys understood. Now I can access like this any point. It's like a variable. Okay. Like this is the set of variable, set of 4 variable. This is variable 1, variable 2, sorry, variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, variable 4. Okay. So just like variables, you can use these values in any operation, in any printf, in any for loop, in any code, in any condition. Okay, everywhere. Even in scanf, you can give address. Just I show you. If you want to change this value, then write this is position 0, this is 1, this is 2, position 2. Okay, so you can write here scanf. This is percentage app because it's float data type, and just like variable you can write real values. So it's not a variable, so we can make it variable by giving position. So now it is working like same variable. It will change the value here, it will get the value. Okay, it will read the value, it will write the value. So let's see and see like this. Okay, now it is asking for one value. I will 47.32 and see. We didn't write here 2, that's why it is showing value of position 3 should show value of position 2. Okay, now run again. 56.33. So you can say it is showing 56.33, and here nowhere is 56.3. We given this value to scanf, and scanf replace the value of position 2 by 56.3. Okay, see, this is the point. So you got how to declare a variable, how you can change the values, how you can access the values and operate, and simply you can change like this also. This is the value of position 2, and by assigning operator you can give new values. You can do like this also. It is also valid method. Just don't forget this square bracket whenever you are using an array anywhere. Okay, now I was doing something actually. What I was going to tell. Yes, so Komal has said, let me check that she is getting some error, I think. Let me share it again and we got it. Did you get our right output for this code? Okay, let me take a file. Komal. Okay, we can check. Here you wrote studio h main declared a variable int number 9. Okay, it input number 9. printf. Okay, so it was you. Let's see. Please enter a type. I write 5. So here also it is showing 50. Let's see why it is showing 50. Here I plus 1 is this. It is showing 50. There is a problem, I think. Input is number 1. Input. Mm, okay. INT put GCC comma CLS a.exe 4. Okay. So now the problem was we initialize array and input in one line. Okay. So that's why it was showing 50-50 or like 40-40. Okay. So initialize array in separate line. Okay. Because of actually it was like that writing a lot of code in mobile was boring, so that's why I declared like this. I declared an array and integer variable in same line. So see guys what output we are getting. CLS a.ex. If I write 2, so don't declare variable and array in one line. Okay, declare it in another line. You can in one line you can declare either a lot of declaration of variable and arrays. Okay, so Kamal, just replace, just remove your input declaration and declare it in different line, another line. Okay, and you will get the right output after that. Sorry, here I have to write. Okay, see now, that's it. What I did. Okay, so this is the right code. You can copy paste also. I'm just okay. Just writing. You can copy paste somewhere else in your phone. And now let's see what was that. Okay, here you got the concept of arrays, how to use. Now how to use for loop on this. Okay, how can I print all these values in for loop? Because here we are having only four elements, 4 values only. Suppose what if I having 400 numbers, then I can't write 400 lines of code. Okay, so suppose I am having a variable which is squares. Okay, suppose let me take a, this is a variable name is sqi squares. Okay, there will be a lot of squares. Now initially we have 4 squares. Okay, so squares are, you guys everybody know what is the square. So here square of 2 is 4, square of 2 is 4, then square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16, square of 5 is 25. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. Here we are having 4. So how can I print this 4 square? After that we will have 400 square also, I'm telling you guys. So I can use either. I have to give a lot of printf. Okay, like square of this. So I can simply say for loop. Okay, and I can say int I equal to 0, because here I will be always 0, because we will access the index 0. Okay, this is 0 index square 0 square 1 square 2 square 3. Okay, so we will access them, and here always will be the count. Okay, I less than how many elements we have? 4. So it will start from 0. So in this condition, it will run for 4 times. Okay, and I plus plus. Now this code will run for time. You can simply check by seeing this. Like, you can count the printf. Okay, this is suppose. Okay, I'm just giving. You can count. This code will run 4 times. This rule here, if I write 4, that means it will run it 4 times. Okay, so this, there are 4 this. Okay, so it is running 4 times. So how can I print? I can I can uh I can say square square of percentage d is. Now I didn't write anything here. Okay, and there will be always line break, so output should come in separate line. And if I here I write I plus 2. Okay, so that means it will say square of 2 square of 3. Okay, like this. You can see this line will print square of 2 square of 3 square of 4 square of 5. So if I write only here I, then it will say square of 0 1 2 3. If you now you guys, do you know guys from where this 0 1 2 3 is coming? This I is increasing every time I plus plus is there. So first time it is 0, then second time this loop will run again. This time it will be 1, then third time it will be 2, fourth time it will be 3. Okay, so we will use. Okay, so here why I am making plus 2, because it will not look good if it will say square of 0 is this. So I am making plus here 0 plus 2, it will say square of 2 plus is this. Here 1 plus 2, it will say square of 3 is this. Here 2 plus 2, it will say square of 4 is this. Here 3 plus 2, it will say square of 5 is this. That's why I am making is plus 2. Understood? Okay, so we can get a good looking output, and you can see that now. You can see that thing now. See here, square of 2, square of 3 4 5. Now I can access these values by simply calling the variable, just like variables, the square sq. Okay, squares, and in this we were writing position. This time we want to achieve all the access. So if I write I here, so this means I means 0. So it will get the 4. Then second time I means 1, right? It will increase. So we will get the 9 in second line, in second printf. Here we will get the line after each. And here let me make one percentage d. Okay. So and on this line, if it is 0, we will get 4. If it is 1, we will get 9. If it is 2, we will get 16. I is 0 here in first line. I is 1 in second line. So square 1 will get 9. On line 3, I is 2. So square 3, we will get this 20. I square is 2, we will get 16. Here is square is 3, we will get 25. So we got the output. GCC simple.array a.exe. So you guys can see square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16, square of 5 is 25. Okay, understood guys? Now, I don't want these values to be right like this. I want these values to give by for loop. How can I do that? Let me comment this line first. Okay, and just I'm not assigning values. I'm not assigning values. I'm just declaring a variable which is having. I'm declaring an array which is having 4 elements and name is squares. Okay, so we will use again a for loop. Okay, for loop in I0. This will also go 4 times because we have 4 elements, position 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I will be plus plus. That's it. Same like downside. Okay. So there is an error. Actually, I don't know why it is. Okay, this is not an error. If I just do it like this and I less than, okay, here I didn't give space and equal operator. That's why it was error. Okay, now everything is clear. So this will also go 4 times and I can say square. Here I told you guys we can assign like this also. It will do like this. Square 0 is equal to 4. Okay, and I can assign squares like this. 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes enough to declare this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I say 0, 1 will be 4, 0, 1. Sorry, 0, 1 will be 8. Sorry, 9 because it will be for 3. And 0, 2 will be for 4. So it will be 16. And this will be just like this. 4, 9, 16 and 25. Okay, 25 on 3. So we are assigning values like this. Now this same work can be done by for loop. What you will do if you will have 400 squares? You can't write 400 lines. It will take your whole day. So that's not a good idea. So instead of that, I can give this 0 by I and I can write n number of lines by the for loop, right? Simply what I can do, I can copy this line and I can paste it here. You can write it. Okay, we will write squares. Now here I am passing I. So first time it will be 0. Second time it will be 1. Third time it will be 2. Fourth time it will just like printf. Okay. So we will assign values by one. Okay. So values also we have to, this time it is 0. Okay. So in bracket what I am doing, I am making I plus 2. So this is 0 plus 2, just like here. Okay. square of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will start from 0. It will do like this. And then square is into counting with a one number, right? So a one number means same I plus 2, like 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 3, 4 multiple by 5, 4, 5 multiple by 5. So understand this operation, do mathematics. Now we will do. I'm telling you. Suppose let's do mathematics here. I is equal to int. Suppose I is 0 here in this time. So what is our calculation? Our calculation is 0 plus 2, then into again 0 plus 2. Okay, 2. So we will get 4. That is the square of 2. Okay, on position 1. If I is here 3, okay, then it is also 3 plus 2 and 3 plus 2. So 5 into 5, 25. Okay, we go 25. So it is working like this. And why I put I plus 2 in bracket? Because you know the rule of calculation operation in mathematics also. First we calculate the multiple operator. Okay, first we do multiplication, after that we do addition, after that we do subtraction. Okay, so whenever you want that addition should be first, then put it in bracket, because bracket is always solved first in math. Okay, so everybody know about this basic rule, so don't get confused about the brackets. Now this will write 4 times squares, okay, for us. Now we don't need these 4 lines. We don't need this also. See, GCC, where is GCC simple.x, and let me clear the screen also. A.exe. Here 49625. Here I can have a number of, suppose I want the square till 50. Okay, now I don't have to write 50 lines. I just will replace this with the 50. So this for loop can go for 50. This also should go till 50 to print 50 lines, and we can have 50. See here, square of 50 is 2500. Okay, so we got all the squares. Square of 2, 4, square of 3, 9, 16, 25, 4, 6, we have 37, 7, 4, 7, 49, 64. Okay, so for loop is helping us to uh, save our time for writing multiple lines which are same except this position only. Okay, this position is only getting changed. This position is only getting changed. So our I is also changing every time in for loop, because we did here I plus plus. So it is increasing by one number 1. So for arrays, printing arrays, you can use for loop like this, because it will replace the position every time. And in a sequence, it will print your all array values. We can do any operation. You can write logics by keeping this technique in your mind. Okay. I hope everybody understood. Here we are assigning, we are running this loop for 50 times, and in on each line, it is assigning, like first time it will be 0, last time it will be 49. So 0 index will be assigned first, 0 plus 2, 0 plus 2 means 2 into 2. 49 will be assigned like this. It will Okay, 49 will be assigned like this. 49 plus 2 is 59. Okay, here will be index number 49 only. I is equal to 49. Now here will be 49 plus 2 is 51. Then it will be calculated 49 plus 2, 59. 51, sorry. 49 plus 2. Index will be 49. So 49 plus 2 is 51. 51 and 51 into, if you will multiply 51, 51, it will give you 2601. Here same. Here it will be 48. 48 plus 2 is 50. 48 plus 2 is 50. 50 multiplied by 50, 2500. Understood the logic, this logic with the for loop, and printing logic also same. E square of percentage d. Here it is 0 in first line. In last line 49. I is 49 plus 2. So that's why it is showing 51. E square of 51 percentage d. 51 is percentage d, the value of 49. So 49, I told you what it came on 49. 49 plus 2, 51 into 51, that is 2601. So here also, if you write e square 49, it will return 2601 because it is already assigned that value here. Okay, so it is printing all the values by running this for loop 50 times and accessing index from 0 to 49. Okay, have you understood, guys, this concept? Put in the mail. Now we will see the 2D index, 2D array, which ma'am will teach you guys today. So if you'll have a basic understanding about it, then it will be easier to understand the lecture. I want everybody to message actually like understood or not understood. Formal, Sweta, if you understood. If you didn't understood, you are having an issue, you can tell, or you can say to repeat. I'm watching the chat box. No one